Good evening, everybody. This is Tarun Tiwari, and again I am here with another topic that is, as promised, gametogenesis and that means gametogenesis, spermatogenesis, and oogenesis. Here is the question number one. So, without wasting any time, we'll get into the topic and let's discuss. So, the first question is: immature male germ cells are known as immature male germ cells. So before I answer this question, I just want to tell you that immature germ cells are known as spermatid, spermatozoa, spermatogonia, sperm. In this, we need to select one, and this is a multiple choice question. If you score correct, then you will be awarded with +4, and if you give incorrect answer, then there is a negative marking of -1. Okay? So you need to be very careful in selecting. So before we answer this question, we need to read it question, and in question you need to do some important things so that you can get the exact correct answer, and your accuracy is your accuracy should be very perfect. Okay, in order to get +4 mark. So what can be done now? Immature male germ cell. They are talking about what? Male germ cell. Here it is like everything is sperm, sperm, sperm. So it's easy. But sometimes they will give ovum, oogonia, or something related to ovum also. In that you will make mistakes. So some important words of the question we need to underline first, okay, before answering question, because I've seen so many students in past 2-3 days that they are making this mistake without seeing the question properly, correct, incorrect questions, and they are marking the answers, which is like totally wrong. So we're not supposed to do that. Okay? So this is all about this thing. Now, see, before we enter, let me tell you something important. That is number one, spermatogenesis. Spermatogenesis. This is a kind of process in which male gamete will be produced. So genesis means synthesis, and spermato indicating sperm production, and we have another name of sperm is spermatozoa. ठीक है, synthesis. All right, spermatozoa. Now what will happen? So first there will be a diploid spermatogonia. Then this spermatogonia will give rise to primary spermatocytes, which is through mitosis, which means division. So here it is also 2n, and this is also 2n. So diploid chromosomes. Okay? So this will produce diploid primary spermatocyte. Okay? This is mitosis process. After that, this primary spermatocyte, okay, will undergo division. What is that division? Meiosis 1. Okay, this will undergo meiosis 1, and it is a reductional process. So here this 2n will become 1n, because it's a binary fission, so two cells will be produced, 1n, 1n. Now this 1n or haploids will produce what? And this 1n is called secondary spermatocyte. Secondary spermatocyte. So this secondary spermatocyte is again it's near to maturation. So after meiosis 1, secondary spermatocyte is produced, and this secondary spermatocyte will produce 4 more cells, and all these cells are what? All these cells are haploid, because this is not a reductional division. Here meiosis 2 will take place, which is equational division, right? So what will happen? 4 spermatids will be produced. What is this? This is spermatid, which means these are the maturation steps I'm talking about. This is immature spermatogonia, and this is mature, like not purely mature. Okay, this will become sperm. This will develop into what? Sperm. Okay, this will develop into sperm. So now this is the spermatid, which is produced at the end of M2, that is meiosis 2. And after this, one process will take place, that is called spermiogenesis. And what is spermiogenesis? Spermiogenesis means production of spermatozoa from spermatid. So here let's say we are producing sperm. Okay, we are producing sperm. This is called spermiogenesis, right? And this is sperm, or we can say spermatozoa. Spermatozoa. Now, here the question is very simple. What is the question? The question is, immature germ cells are known as. Okay, I am just giving a pause for 10 seconds so that you can think about it, because after studying all these things, now you need to tell me which one is mature and which one is immature, which one is germ cell. Or you can do one thing, you can just stop this video, pause it, and then you can give me the answer. So here, let me tell you, this is the immature one. It is starting to getting mature. So this is the process of maturation, and this is like matured germ cell we can see here. Mature germ cell we can see here. Okay. So which one is immature? Spermatogonia. Because what is this? This is spermatogonia. From spermatogonia only, spermatogonia, what will form? This spermatozoa will form. It will mature into spermatozoa. So spermatogonia is the correct answer. Okay? Spermatogonia is the correct answer. Right? Now, next question. Spermatogonium undergoes what division? They are asking. Spermatogonium. So let's refer from this question here. So this is spermatogonia. It is undergoing mitotic division. And let me tell you, this mitosis. Sorry. Okay, let me erase this spelling mistake. I'm very bad in spellings. So sorry. Mitosis. Okay, mitotic divisions are also known as equational division. It is also known as what? Equational divisions. Why they are called equational divisions? Because if there is 2n, it will produce 2n, which means there is no change in the chromosome number. They will produce equal number of chromosomes. Okay? They will not cause any changes in the chromosome number. They will remain same as it is. That is why they are equational division. Okay? So here what it will take place? Reduction division is meiosis 1. So this is not takes place. This will not take place in spermatogonium. This will take place with primary spermatocyte. Okay? Meiotic division, not at all. Okay? Mitotic division, yes. Mitotic division we have seen here. It will take place. So mitotic division will be the correct answer here. Right? Chalo, what is the next question? The next question is, the spermatogonia which undergo meiosis are known as. Okay? Spermatogonia which undergo meiosis, they are known as what? So sperm, no. But they need to mention here whether meiosis 1 or 2. Okay? Then only we will be able to answer correctly. If it is meiosis 1, then they will produce secondary spermatocyte. Oh, if it is meiosis 1, if it is meiosis 2, then it will be spermatid, right? Okay. So first we will consider it as meiosis 1, and if you consider it as meiosis 1, let me see here. At the end of meiosis 1, secondary spermatocyte is produced. What is the question? The spermatogonia which undergo meiosis 1. Okay. Or meiosis. So spermatogonia which undergo meiosis means they are talking about meiosis 1 only, I guess. So here it will be secondary spermatocyte. What is forming here? Secondary spermatocyte. So secondary spermatocyte is correct. If they are talking about meiosis 2, then your spermatid will come. Okay? So according to this, what we are guessing, the answer should be secondary spermatocyte. Okay? Because this is what the process is. Spermatogonia will undergo and it will produce primary spermatocyte, and this is mitosis. Then this will undergo meiosis 1, and this will produce what? Secondary spermatocyte. Then this will undergo again meiosis and produces what? Spermatids. Okay. So next question. Secondary spermatocytes. Yes, secondary spermatocytes give rise to what? Secondary spermatocytes which is haploid in nature, ठीक है, secondary spermatocytes. Why? Because this is diploid, so it will produce diploid, and diploid will reduce in meiosis 1, it will become haploid, and this haploid will produce only haploid. So what they are asking? They are asking secondary spermatocyte give rise to. So what is secondary? Secondary spermatocyte will give rise to haploid, है ना? So haploid sperm, no. Diploid sperm, no. Haploid spermatid, yes. It will produce haploid spermatids because secondary spermatocyte will produce what? Spermatids. ठीक है? What is happening? जादू, भूत, shit man, what is happening? I'm not drawing this. Who is drawing this? मिट भी नहीं रहा है. See, all link दिया फिर भी नहीं मिट रहा. What is this? Oh God. क्या हो रहा है भाई? Anyways, really ये हो क्या रहा है इसमें? Erase all ink on slide. Oh. I'm so sorry. Anyways, spermiogenesis हम लोग देखते हैं क्या यहाँ पे आ रहा है. Spermiogenesis is transformation of sperms into spermatids. What is spermiogenesis? Okay, spermiogenesis means, oh now I got it. Okay, spermiogenesis means spermiogenesis. क्या हो रहा है भाई? Anyway, spermiogenesis क्या है? Spermiogenesis is the production of, यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं the production of, देखिए यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं spermiogenesis क्या होता है. Spermiogenesis होता है कि आपका स्पर्मेटोजोआ जो है वो स्पर्म मतलब स्पर्मेटोजोआ स्पर्म में कन्वर्ट हो जाए, उसको क्या कहते हैं? स्पर्मियोजेनेसिस कहते हैं. यानी स्पर्मियोजेनेसिस का सीधा सीधा सा मतलब होता है स्पर्म का प्रोडक्शन. ठीक है, स्पर्म का प्रोडक्शन. आई कांट राइट हियर. स्पर्म का प्रोडक्शन. गाइस एक सेकेंड हमें दीजिए. लेट मी सी व्हाट इज हैपनिंग. ऑलराइट, सो यस, स्पर्मियोजेनेसिस. सो स्पर्मियो यानी स्पर्म एंड जेनेसिस यानी सिंथेसिस. सो स्पर्मियोजेनेसिस यानी सिंथेसिस ऑफ स्पर्म फ्रॉम द स्पर्मेटिड्स. सो ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन ऑफ स्पर्म इनटू स्पर्मेटिड इज द करेक्ट आंसर. बाकी पढ़ने की जरूरत भी नहीं है. ठीक है, राइट. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन क्या है? नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, आफ्टर स्पर्मेटोजेनेसिस, आफ्टर स्पर्मियोजेनेसिस, सॉरी, after spermiogenesis the sperm head is embedded in the dash cells. After spermiogenesis the sperm head is embedded in the dash cells. So after spermiogenesis the sperm head is embedded in the Sertoli cells will be the correct answer. Leydig cell, no, Leydig cell तो seminiferous tubules के बाहर होते हैं. Interstitial उसी को कहते हैं. So दोनों नहीं आएगा. अगर दोनों नहीं आएगा तो ये भी नहीं आएगा. तो सर्टोली सेल्स इज द करेक्ट आंसर. क्योंकि क्या होता है, ये मान लीजिए सेमिनिफेरस ट्यूब्यूल्स है, तो यहाँ पे क्या होते हैं हमारे लाइंड होते हैं व्हाट सर्टोली सेल्स. यहाँ पे है, ठीक है, यहाँ पे होते हैं सर्टोली सेल्स, राइट. ये जो हमारे सर्टोली सेल्स हैं, ये सर्टोली सेल्स, और बीच में स्पर्मेटोगोनिया सेल्स भी होते हैं. तो ये यहाँ पे आपको स्पर्म जो है एम्बेडेड रहते हैं, यहाँ पे एम्बेडेड रहते हैं, और इसी ल्यूमन में ये रिलीज हो जाते हैं. और रिलीज ऑफ स्पर्म को क्या कहते हैं? स्पर्मिएशन. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे ऐसे एम्बेडेड रहते हैं। तो क्या आंसर आएगा? सर्टोली सेल्स, जिसको हम नर्स सेल्स भी कहते हैं, सस्टेंटाकुलर सेल्स भी कहते हैं। नर्स सेल्स और सस्टेंटाकुलर सेल्स भी कहते हैं। चलो, द रिलीज ऑफ स्पर्म फ्रॉम सेमिनिफरस ट्यूब्यूल्स इज नोन एज, सेमिनिफरस ट्यूब्यूल से अगर स्पर्म रिलीज हो रहा है तो उसको क्या कहते हैं? एजैक्यूलेशन नहीं, वो पेनिस से रिलीज होने को कहते हैं। कॉपुलेशन, सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन यानी इंटरकोर्स को कहते हैं। कॉपुलेशन सेक्स को कहते हैं, सेक्सुअल इंटरकोर्स को, कॉइटस को। नन ऑफ दीज नहीं आएगा बिकॉज परमिएशन यहाँ पे आंसर है, तो दिस इज परमिएशन। ठीक है, सेमिनिफरस ट्यूब्यूल्स का जो लाइनिंग है वहाँ से ल्यूमेन के अंदर एंटर करना या फिर वहाँ से निकलना, उसको हम कहते हैं स्पर्मिएशन। ठीक है, तो स्पर्मिएशन इज द करेक्ट आंसर हियर। ठीक है, नेक्स्ट। ओके, फिगर क्वेश्चन है यहाँ पे, व्हाट इज इंडिकेटेड बाय सी इन द फिगर। यहाँ पे फिगर देखिए और इसमें सी क्या है। सो सी, ये जो सी है हमारा, सी इंडिकेट कर रहा है यहाँ पे जो हेड रीजन है, हेड के अंदर जो एंजाइम्स है उसको शायद ये बोल रहा है। तो एक्रोसोम, एस्कोसोम, एस्कोसोम तो कुछ है ही नहीं, एक्रोसोम, न्यूक्लियोसोम, हाइलुरोनिडेस, यहाँ पे कुछ भी हो सकता है। ठीक है, बट हम कह सकते हैं कि बी इज ग्लाइकोप्रोटीन एक्रोसोम, सी क्या हो सकता है? सी हो सकता है हमारा हाइलुरोनिडेस। ठीक है, क्योंकि हाई चांस है कि हमारा ये हाइलुरोनिडेस को इंडिकेट कर रहा है क्योंकि अंदर की तरफ गया हुआ है। ठीक है, नेक्स्ट, डी क्या रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है? सो यहाँ पे डी क्या है? डी हमारा हेड रीजन है। सो हेड को इंडिकेट कर रहा है और ये हमारा न्यूक्लियस हो सकता है। ठीक है, न्यूक्लियस, तो डी हमारा न्यूक्लियस को इंडिकेट कर रहा है। ठीक है, क्योंकि एक्रोसोम उसके ऊपर में है तो ये बी है और हाइलुरोनिडेस हमें अभी देखा सी है, तो न्यूक्लियस हो सकता है। ठीक है, नेक्स्ट, ओवम का डायग्राम है। बी किसको इंडिकेट कर रहा है? तो बी है यहाँ पे, ये हमारा सेकेंडरी oocyte है और ये है हमारा पेरीविटलाइन स्पेस है और ये हमारा जोना पेलुसिडा है, तो पेरीविटलाइन स्पेस इज द करेक्ट आंसर। ठीक है, नेक्स्ट क्या है? नेक्स्ट है ए क्या रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है? ए यहाँ पे है जोना पेलुसिडा के पास यहाँ तक आया हुआ है, सो जोना पेलुसिडा इज द करेक्ट आंसर। ठीक है, नेक्स्ट क्या है? नेक्स्ट सी क्या रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है? सी है हमारा, अच्छा ये है हमारा कोरोना रेडिएटा सेल्स। ठीक है, जो हाइलुरोनिक एसिड के साथ ये अटैच्ड रहता है, तो ये हमारा सेल्स ऑफ कोरोना रेडिएटा। नेक्स्ट, ओ अगेन स्पर्म। जी रिप्रेजेंट्स इन द फिगर, जी क्या है? जी यहाँ पे है ये दोनों क्या है? माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया। ठीक है, तो माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया होगा यहाँ पे, क्योंकि मिडिल पेज इज रिच इन माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया और ये जो स्ट्रक्चर है ये माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया का स्ट्रक्चर है। ठीक है, जो यहाँ पे इंडिकेट कर रहा है ये क्या है? माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया। ठीक है, इस तरह से अरेंज रहते हैं जो जी इंडिकेट कर रहा है, इसीलिए ये हमारा माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया। ठीक है, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, हाउ मेनी स्पर्म सेल्स आर देयर इन एन एवरेज ह्यूमन एजैकुलेशन। ह्यूमन एजैकुलेशन में कितने स्पर्म्स होते हैं? बिलियन में नहीं होते हैं, मिलियन में ही होते हैं, ट्रिलियन में भी नहीं होते हैं, लाख्स में तो बिल्कुल नहीं। लाख्स में होते हैं तो वो मिलियन में आएंगे, लेकिन अब 200 to 300 लाख्स में नहीं आते हैं। 200 to 300 मिलियन इज द करेक्ट आंसर। ठीक है, अगर क्योंकि हमारा एनसीईआरटी का लाइन है, एनसीईआरटी का डेटा है, इसीलिए हम कह रहे हैं, नहीं तो हम 200 to 600 मिलियन भी बोल सकते हैं। अगर हेल्दी हमारा स्पर्म है, हेल्दी सीमेन है, तो 600 तक भी स्पर्म हो सकता है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। ठीक है, नेक्स्ट, टोटल नंबर ऑफ पोलर बॉडीज फॉर्म्ड इन oogenesis। oogenesis के बाद पोलर बॉडी कितना फॉर्म होता है? तो oogenesis क्या होता है पहले उसको समझते हैं। उसमें समझेंगे तो देखेंगे, पहले हमारा आ गया डिप्लॉयड oogonia। oogonia से हमारा प्राइमरी oocyte बनेगा आफ्टर माइटोसिस। ठीक है, माइटोसिस के बाद प्राइमरी oocyte बनेगा। प्राइमरी oocyte के बाद जब ये मियोसिस स्टार्ट करेगा, ठीक है, मियोसिस स्टार्ट करेगा तो अरेस्ट हो जाएगा, राइट। अरेस्ट होने के बाद डिप्लोटिन स्टेज में अरेस्ट हो जाएगा। अरेस्ट होने के बाद ये प्यूबर्टी तक, मतलब वो बच्ची जो है वो बेबी गर्ल पैदा होंगी और फिर प्यूबर्टी में जैसे ही वो रीच करेंगी द FSH-LH का सेक्रेशन स्टार्ट होगा। उसके बाद क्या होगा? हमारा डेवलपमेंट स्टार्ट होगा, वो अरेस्टेड स्टेज से बाहर निकलेगा, डेवलपमेंट स्टार्ट होगा। फिर और एक स्टेज पे व्हाट विल हैपन एट सर्टेन स्टेज, it will complete its first meiotic division and one polar body will be formed, and along with that ये diploid है, this is diploid, and along with that one haploid, so reduction and division, one haploid cell and one polar body will be formed. ठीक है. Then what will happen? This haploid will again develop into haploid, but not like this. This is not correct actually. Okay, it will not form like this. How it will develop? It will get arrested in the metaphase 2 stage. Okay, meiosis 2. In this meiosis 2, there will be prophase 2, metaphase 2. In this, it will get arrested in the metaphase 2. Okay. After that, so this is your primary oocyte, this is your secondary oocyte. Then this secondary oocyte will get again arrested, and when the ovulation takes place, secondary oocyte will get ovulated, it will reach ampulla, and when sperm reaches and fertilizes the egg, secondary oocyte, then it will immediately complete second meiotic division, and then the polar body will form, and one haploid ovum, definitive ovum will form. Now this definitive ovum, this definitive ovum is having one and one more polar body, so two polar body and one haploid cell. But some scientists believe that this will also undergo division because they have nucleus, so total 3 polar body they will have. But according to NCERT we are going, then we will choose 2. But as I'm saying again and again, some doctors believe that this will also divide, and the total number of polar body will be 3. Some people believe, but NCERT it's given 2, so 2 is the correct answer. If I'm not wrong with NCERT, please refer NCERT once for this. Next question is, the first menstruation which begins at puberty is called, that is called menarche. So it's a very simple question. Menarche is the correct answer. Menarche will occur in the age of like 10 to 12 or 13, that is puberty. So that is called menarche, and the end is called menopause, which occurs at the age of 45 to 50. Next, one ovum is released during the dash of each menstrual cycle. One ovum is released during the middle of each menstrual cycle. For example, if the menstrual cycle is for 28 days, then in the middle of the menstrual cycle, or like 14th day, ovulation takes place, and this ovulation will release the ovum. This is one menstrual cycle. But if they ask when menstrual cycle will takes place in this phase, particular phase, or ovulatory phase, or after ovulatory phase, or luteal phase, then it should be the terminal point or the end of the luteal phase. But the question here is, one ovum is released during dash of each menstrual cycle, means middle of each menstrual cycle. Next question. The primary and secondary follicle are surrounded by cells known as primary cells. They are surrounded by flat epithelial cells. Flat epithelial cells, then they will develop, and granulosa cells will form around. Granulosa cells will form, then theca cells will form. Theca cells, this theca cell will proliferate into, so this is granulosa cells. This is granulosa cells, then theca cells will form, theca interna, theca externa will form, theca externa, theca interna. So this follicle, they are surrounded by what? Granulosa cells. Granulosa cells is the correct, because in the middle what we have, let's say, let me use some different color for that. So let's say this is the primary or secondary follicle. So your granulosa cells will be surrounded by this, this primary or secondary oocyte is surrounded by granulosa cells, and after that we will have we can say, okay, it is not visible, let me use some different blue color. Yeah, blue color is fine. So it will be covered with theca cells, which will divide, or which will help in production of estrogen. So theca externa, theca interna. So what is present outside this primary or secondary oocyte is granulosa cells, which is this one. So granulosa cell is the correct answer. Next. Oh, I found this beautiful background design, so I used this. Anyways, if it is nice, then please comment that it is nice. I loved it personally. Anyways, the personal, OMG. The primary oocytes are in which stage of cell division? Primary oocytes means, as I already said, what is this? This is primary oocyte. See here, this is primary oocyte, which means after mitosis, primary oocyte will form. So, what is the question? The question is, the primary oocytes are in which stage of cell division? Primary oocytes, they are in prophase 1. Yes, this is a very important question. Let me answer this. Primary oocyte will get arrested. Let's say this is primary oocyte. This will get arrested in the diplotin stage of prophase 1. Like in prophase 1 we have multiple subdivisions. ठीक है, leptotin, diplotin, pectin, and so many things, diakinesis, etc. So in that diplotin stage, so this prophase 1 will get arrested in the diplotin stage of prophase 1. I mean, this primary oocyte will get arrested in the prophase 1 diplotin stage. So prophase 1 of mitotic division? No, because prophase 1 is a part of meiotic division and first meiotic division. ठीक है, so prophase 1 of meiotic division? No. Prophase 1 of mitotic division? No. Prophase 1 of meiotic division? Yes. Prophase 1 of meiotic division. First meiotic division or second meiotic division? Because prophase 2 is given. Prophase 2 means they are indicating second meiotic division, and this is also second meiotic division, which is not correct. ठीक है, because this primary oocyte will get arrested in the first meiotic division, so prophase 1 is correct. I'm repeating once again. Prophase 1 means meiotic 1. ठीक है, the prophase stage of meiotic 1. Prophase 2 means the meiotic stage of prophase 2. The prophase 2 means it is the second meiotic stage. ठीक है, second meiotic division, right? So this primary oocyte will get arrested only in the first meiotic division. So prophase 1 will be the correct answer. Next question. The tertiary follicle is in ovary is characterized by the presence of. The tertiary follicle in ovary, it is characterized by the presence of tertiary follicle. Okay, if it is a tertiary follicle, so let me draw. Let me use some different color. Let's say this is the tertiary follicle, which means it will be surrounded first with the granulosa cells. Let's say this is a granulosa cells, and these granulosa cells are highly proliferative in this condition, in this tertiary stage, and they will have what? They will have antrum. Okay, they will have what? Antrum, right? Cavity, fluid filled cavity, and fluid is filled with hyaluronic acid. Okay, fluid is filled with what? Hyaluronic acid. So this is antrum. Okay, this is what? Antrum. And now we can say this is a graphene follicle. Okay, so antrum is the correct answer here, because fundus is present in uterus, vacuole is a cellular organelle, and no cavity is called antrum. Okay, so antrum is the correct answer here. Next question, please. Next question. Okay, this is for you guys. Okay, you have to answer all this A, B, C, D in the comment box. So please drop your answers. Label this diagram in the comment box. Okay, and I hope you will be completely honest with you. You will not cheat, and you will not see the NCRT and then you will write no. So please be honest with yourself. Okay, so next question. Okay, so next part is assertion reason question, and you know the rules, so let's skip this part and enter into the first question. First question, assertion. Spermatogonia are haploid cells. Spermatogonia are haploid cells? No, sorry. Spermatogonia is the first diploid cell which will develop into diploid again, then it will develop into haploid. So this is wrong. Spermatogonia multiply by binary fission. Yeah, it's a kind of binary fission, but it is a mitosis. Okay. So let's say, yeah, fine, it's a binary fission, means two divisions will take place, two cell. So it's yes, mitosis. So reason is correct, assertion is wrong. Okay. Moving back to the next question. Assertion. Oogenesis is initiated during the embryonic development stage when, okay, oogenesis is initiated during the embryonic development stage when a couple of million gametes, mother cells, oogonia are formed within each fetal ovary. Yes, oogenesis will start right in the embryonic stage or fetus. Okay, and it will get arrested in the fetus, right? So this statement is exactly correct. No more oogonia are formed and added after birth. This is also correct. No oogonia will form or added after the birth. This is also correct. So whether it is linked together or not, let's see that. So oogenesis is initiated during the embryonic development stage when a couple of million gametes mother cells are formed within each fetal ovary, because no more oogonia are formed after birth. They are not syncing together. According to my point of view, it is not syncing together. So the answer should be B. Okay, but it depends on the interpretation of different people. Different people interpret this differently, but according to my interpretation, this should be the B. Answer should be the B, which means assertion is also correct, reason is also correct, but they are not connected to each other. So reason is not the correct explanation to given assertion. Okay? Why? Because in assertion they are talking about what? Oogenesis. Oogenesis. And they are talking that oogenesis will start initiated during embryonic development. Okay? And couple of million gametes are formed. So reason is not कि no more oogonia are formed. ठीक है? It's not the reason, but it's a next stage. We can say that they are developed, or it can be the reason also. Wait a minute, wait a second, let me read this again. Oogenesis is initiated during the embryonic development stage when a couple of million gametes mother cells are formed within each fetal ovary, because no more oogonia are formed and added after the birth. Million gamete mother cells are formed. No, it should not. It is not linking. Okay, it is not linking together. It is not the correct explanation. No, it is not the reason actually. It is not the reason. My small brain is saying, like 10% of the brain is saying no, it is the correct reason also. And my 90% of the brain saying no, it is not the correct reason. What should be the answer? Let me think again. Oogenesis is initiated during the embryonic development stage when a couple of million gamete mother cells are formed within each fetal ovary. No more oogonia are formed and added after birth. Yeah, we can say yes. It can be correct answer. So A can be the correct answer. Why? Because why they have starting development in the embryonic development? Because after birth they will not add, they will not develop. So they develop. See, I am saying A is like only 10% of my brain is saying yes, A, and my 90% of the brain is saying no, it is not linking. So it depends on the person's interpretation. Anyways, next question. Assertion. Follicular phase is also referred as proliferative phase. Yes, follicular phase of menstrual cycle, like first half, follicles are developing. So this phase is follicular phase, or because it's developing, proliferating, so it is also known as proliferative phase. This is correct. Reason: during follicular phase, the endometrium of uterus regenerates through proliferation. During follicular phase, the endometrium of uterus regenerates through proliferation. According to NCERT, we need to check the NCERT, and if we see the NCERT diagram, we will come to know. Please open your NCERT graph. ठीक है? Open your NCERT graph, and in that graph please see that in proliferation stage, do you think that your ovary is your uterine wall is proliferating? Because in this graph you can see in the bottom menses there is no development, but development is gradually starting after the progesterone or estrogen increase, like in this mid, like after maybe 10 days this proliferation is starting, because your estrogen progesterone is producing in more amount. Okay? So in proliferative phase, during follicular phase, the endometrium of uterus regenerate through proliferation. Regeneration will takes place after ovulation or just before the ovulation. This peak is initiating. So we can say no. Regeneration will not takes place here. Okay? But yes, it will increase right from 10 days. Okay? So proliferative phase, yeah, slowly it is increasing. So during follicular phase, the endometrium of uterus regenerates through proliferation. Yeah, because your estrogen Estrogen, they are responsible for the development of uterus, and estrogen will be produced at every stage of follicular development. Your LH is converting cholesterol into estrogen. So this is also, yes, this is also correct. So both assertion and reason are correct. Okay, but they are not the explanation. So B is the correct answer here. Again I made a mistake, sorry. They are talking about, if we go closely, wait a minute, if we go little close and if we see this proliferation, if we see this proliferative phase and proliferation here, so they are linking, है ना? So and because in between, follicular phase is also referred to as proliferative phase, because during follicular phase the endometrium of uterus regenerates through proliferation. So yes, it is correct, and this is also correct. So A will be the correct answer. Next question. That's all. Okay, that's the end of this discussion of ovulation. Menstrual cycle, we will again talk about this menstrual cycle in the next class, because this 23rd question was a part of menstrual cycle. By mistake I have given this. Anyways, so such type of question we will discuss in the next class. Now the topic for tomorrow is ovulation and menstruation, and I hope this session was useful to you people. Thank you so much for watching this entire lecture, and see you in the next class. Until then, please take care of yourself. Bye bye. Thank you.